欢迎收听只有欢乐没有慢热，
只有特色，绝对炙热的最佳播客
Sip
Sip
and
and
Tell， 我是
Tell。
常客包子
我，是唱歌 Kim，
我是嘉宾 Jaze。
耶、
哎。Right， 欢迎 Jay。
Hello， 大家。
Hey, you want to do a short introduction? I mean, I know you for very, very long.
I think
already
at least
lah.
10 years.
At least 10 years.
At least
But
10 years.
for the audience who are tuning in, maybe you can do a short introduction of yourself.
Hi, I'm Jaze, and I'm a film director, content creator, and also an NFT artist.
You heard the last portion, right?
NFT artist。
Yeah, the last portion, and that is something that we wanted to dive in today. I think we are a bit behind the trend.
I'm very behind.
But up to this point, are you aware or even
I think so. I think Snoop Dogg has a NFT thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's about it.
So Kim
I'm
today
here to
with us.
learn.
Yeah, Kim is a 小白 lah. She's
I'm a
like
小
very
白
very new to this
Yes.
this whole world of NFT and crypto. Then for myself is like I did a bit of like crypto tradings in the past and a bit of NFT, but not expert. Then this person here, he started trading I think quite a while back, right? And he got himself into a new NFT. Is it a game or?
Yeah, my own NFT game, Okay, I will not consider myself expert. I mean, no one is really expert here, but it's always like, how do you dive in early and then understand how it works, and then,
Yeah. So though we're behind, but I guess it's never too late.
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
A word of caution. So today's episode is not financial advice.
Yep.
So do your due diligence before you all go and purchase anything. Either be NFTs or cryptos or any stocks that we're going to talk about today.
If you are like a noob like me, better do anyhow.
Yes. Yeah. So that part we get it out of the way first. So today we're going to talk about mainly NFTs and we'll touch a bit on crypto.
Okay.
Very
So-
basic level. Yes.
What is NFT? What's the term? How to say?
还没有时间，还没有到你就醉了，是不是？
对，还没有开始喝就醉了。
还是你要喝一口先，喝一口
Okay,
先。
let's cheers.
来 cheers.
Cheers.
Before the long lecture starts.
Yes, let's
Before the long lecture starts.
At the end of
Yep.
today, 我们 drunk and tell.
装and tell.
Drunk 了就不会 make sensible
所以我
decision
们
了，
是
最好
sip
不要
and tell，
哦。
不是 drunk and tell。
Let's just set the foundation for all the audience first. Maybe a lot of them are not first time hearing. Would you be able to share with the audience like what is a crypto and what is an NFT?
Okay, so crypto is basically digital currency, and then on the blockchain, and then for NFT is basically a non-fungible token, which is of course in a way is like artwork or it can be anything technically binded to a address also on the blockchain. Yeah,
Right.
to a smart contract in a way, smart contract and then on the blockchain.
So by owning that piece of NFT is basically you are owning the asset lah.
Correct.
Right.
I see.
So every transaction between like from the moment you buy the NFT, you sell it to the next seller, then the seller sell to who you'll be able to trace it lah. all
Yeah,
the
I
way.
mean in NFT term you can actually trace it. You know where it come from.
Oh, okay, that's quite cool. I didn't know that.
And of course, the fun thing is that because of this technology, you are able to have like a royalties. So let's say he's the creator of the art. He sell to me, and then I sell to you. I can earn royalties out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, if there's a margin.
So you mean that in between whoever is the whoever did the transaction, doesn't matter if you're the creator, everybody will get a portion.
Actually,
of
it all
that.
depends on how the what's the royalty they put behind and who they can actually just set it to the original artist, or they can set it to in between seller. Also.
Oh.
Yeah, it all depends. But ultimately, because you can trace it, you can do everything you want.
What would make your thing special that people want to buy yours instead of others?
Yeah, okay. So this is about utilities. NFT always come with a utility. What is the purpose of it? Because after all, at the start it's always just a JPEG. Why would you buy it for? At the start.
That's what I had in mind when first I got into NFT. I'm like, it's just a picture. Why people want to spend money and buy a picture? They buy the picture for what?
Exactly. So of course it comes with limited edition. I mean, because there's a supply, limited supply. So let's say there's a 10,000 supply, means there's only 10,000 in the world. And then what makes it special is that of course, okay, the early NFTs, like example, let's say the famous one is CryptoPunks, all these early ones. They don't actually come with like real legit utilities, but what it comes with is like community. So it's a bit like membership like that. So once you buy into the NFT, you tap into their network. the people who own it. So there are a lot of people with high net worth, famous people, celebrities that own these NFTs. So when you buy that NFT, you actually tap into their network. So it's like you increase your, credibility or increase your value. Yeah.
So it's like a status symbol.
A bit like that.
Like you buy into like the bought it.
Bought it, BAYC, you call it BAYC.
BAYC, and all that is like you have this, or I own this NFT means you are in that elite club.
Correct.
Right.
And I mean, think about it. There's only, as an example, there's only 10,000. So there's only 10,000 people who own it, and then as long as more people own it, the value will just keep going up and higher and higher.
I was just having a question, because like NFT markets like OpenSea, and I only know OpenSea actually.
Okay.
Do they only trade Ethereum, or they trade other form of coins for?
At the start only Ethereum, but nowadays they are opening up to more and more different tokens.
Oh, is it because only Ethereum has this so-called smart contract?
Yeah, they were known for it, so most people own Ethereum because of that. And then eventually more and more tokens come out with their own smart contract, whichever. Yeah, but ultimately, at one point, they were all just basically use Ethereum as a form of currency. A bit think of it as like USD as like the main currency all over the world. So it was Ethereum. And then, but now they have more and more. So ultimately, when you change and swap out, you are still using Ethereum or you're using Bitcoin as a form of transaction.
No wonder, like, because at the start of OpenSea, I only see Ethereum as the trading coin. Because there's so many other different cryptocurrencies out there, like the biggest one is actually Bitcoin. I was thinking, how come people don't trade with Bitcoin on OpenSea and all that? Also, maybe that's the smart contract. Is the
smart contract is the thing that attract people to do that.
So like Bitcoin damn expensive, 1 unit 你用那个来买会不会有点
But you can divide into smaller portions, like fraction of that.
Oh, I didn't know you can do that.
You can do that. Right?
So I mean, in OpenSea they always use like a 0.1 Ethereum, 0.2. You use this kind of term already. They don't even use like 1 Ethereum, 2 Ethereum, this kind of thing.
1 Ethereum is also like back then it's also quite expensive. The highest was what, 3?
I think 3.5, almost 4K.
4K USD per Ethereum.
Correct.
You're talking about a lot of money, Of course, I mean Bitcoin highest was like 60 something K USD.
Now it's divided by 3.
At which that actually brings me to one of the story that we got from an audience lah. I mean, I actually when I read it, I feel like maybe quite a lot of us who has no knowledge in terms of like crypto or NFT has experienced maybe somewhat in terms of maybe just a small scale or bigger scale kind of this kind of story lah.
Yeah.
So I'll share it with you guys first, then maybe we can dive in a little bit deeper.
Sure.
Okay. So this person wrote to us, Dear Kim and Buns, I just started listening to the podcast not long ago, and I've decided to write to you guys to seek opinion and also to get this thing off my chest. So I'm a normal working class that does a regular 9-to-5 job, not earning a lot every month. So about 2 years ago during the pandemic, I was retrenched. It was very difficult to find a job anywhere, so I needed money. With a little over 9,000 saving in my bank, I started looking into side hustles. So at that time, my Facebook was filled with like images and pictures of how much money my friend have made through cryptos. Every day they post like 300% gain lah, 1,000% gain lah. I also wanted to have a passive income that can run by itself and grow my money. So I started looking into crypto as a form of investment. I think a lot of us, I don't know how many of you guys actually been through that, but I also sort of been through that phase of during pandemic period.
Everybody start investing during pandemic, be it what source.
Yeah,
everybody started.
Yeah. But crypto was really something that caught my eye also, because a lot of people back then were posting. Then all the like because crypto also have things like options and all, right? You can play leverage. So like people post like, wow, really ridiculous numbers, 3,000 gain overnight. You imagine you put like $10,000, 3,000% of gain. That's like how much, man? So okay. So I looked up one of my friend who has always posted on how much has made on crypto and asked for opinion. He told me just to open an account on trading platforms and he would teach me what to buy. So looking at all the money that my friends are making around me, I opened an account immediately and started buying crypto coins under his guidance. So at the beginning it was good. He asked me to buy, I think I'll censor out the coin name here, because if not, the later people also go and like, so he bought some coins, and within a few days, I sold the coin and made a few hundred USD. I was damn happy, because without doing much, right, the money started to come in. So I decided to put more of my saving into crypto. So there was this coin called, I think this one, if I Okay.
It's okay. No need to mention.
No need to mention. So there was this particular coin, and my friend was telling me to buy because if I mention this name, I think people will know already. Because they were telling him that Elon Musk was behind it.
Ah.
So you all know which one
I
already,
know
right?
which one. Start
Okay.
with D one.
Yeah. Okay.
Start with D.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
it. That's
yeah.
all. That's
He
all.
That's all we. Yeah.
Elon Musk also posted a tweet and then and then placed a picture of a animal on it also. That was one tweet. He also
Start with
did
S
that.
one. Okay.
Oh, that's after.
Yes,
that's
after.
after. That I think this was
Putted,
before.
sia, my English. Okay then.
Okay, so he did tell me that this is not a mainstream coin and got risk, but he thinks that it might go to the moon. This is also a term. We always say go to the moon. So I trusted him and put all my 9,000 into the coin.
Damn.
Jialat liao. The coin were fluctuating, but it was rising, and I see my money go up. So I was damn happy. And there comes the news that Elon is going to appear on SNL. I think Saturday Night Live. I
okay.
think.
Yeah.
And he's going to talk about. Since we said already lah, then just say it lah. I'll beep it out in post lah. So the coin will confirm go up some more after the show. So I was holding the coin and waiting for it to double or triple. It was damn exciting. Like I can literally make so much money just by sitting in front of my computer. Then Saturday Night Live happened, and nothing actually happened that night. And the price dipped very quickly. I panicked. I wanted to sell. I called my friend. He said he already sold it. But I asked him if the coin price will come back. He told me he don't know and asked me to quickly cut loss. But I see I already lost a few $1,000. I was praying it will come back, but it did not. The price went lower and lower. I was devastated because that was all my savings. Until today, I'm still holding the coin, hoping it to come back. Gone already lah. But I think it will never come back already. So all my savings was just gone like that overnight. I got burned and I will never touch crypto again. I had to struggle through a few months on my rent, food. I had to borrow money from my friends to survive through and slowly pay them back in debt. Do you guys think will come back? I doubt so. Because I also put money in.
Yeah, I used to also.
I never come out also.
Depends on your like what you want. You know, if you already put in and then it's making loss, honestly, if you still have some left, take it out. If not, you know, you can just leave it. I mean,
If it's not a big amount lah, I would say lah.
yeah.
If
Because in the
sometimes
end-
you won't know.
yeah, you know, sometimes you know, like you
Yeah.
can just suddenly pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, to trace back to the early days of how nobody believed in Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin was just a few dollars
Yeah.
back then till
Yeah,
now.
man. I have a
Yeah.
poly mate who bought it when nobody believed in it.
So your polymate is a billionaire already. is it?
yeah, since there are people who make a lot of money out of it. So they always say like, you know, invest what you can lose. So if this is the amount that you're waiting to lose, then this is the amount you're.
Actually, that's very true. Because when I bought just like this guy, I think his story is pretty similar to what I went through. I mean, but I didn't buy because my friend told me to lah. I was following. I just started doing a bit of crypto trading. Then of course the stable coins like Bitcoins and Ethereum are the main ones that people are telling you. Okay, these are more of like the stable coins you can
Yep.
look into.
Yep.
But of course, I also started looking for those like potential 10x, 100x
Correct.
ma.
And all these are we call them a meme coin, and then there's
Right.
stable coin, there's meme coin. So meme coin very volatile, of course, high risk, high return. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had cut loss during the
The
spike,
pig,
right?
he make already there enough already,
The
right?
thing is, you never
But
know where's the
never
pig
enough,
is.
right? Yeah.
You never know where the pig is, and you never know where's the bottom. So when we do trading, I think that's the most scary thing. You're always trying to predict. When is the bottom coming? I want to catch the bottom, right? But you will never be able to catch the bottom one.
Yeah.
Today you go in, you think this is the lowest really. Probably tomorrow you will rise. The moment you put money in, it went lower.
It's damn sian one lor.
But anyway, if there's any profit, always remember to just take a profit lah. Among my friends, I always say 有赚就好，好过没有 So don't be greedy.
其实这个是 number one rule of thumb lah when we're doing
correct.
investing, right?
Yeah.
Like when you make profits, it's always that greed that spoils the fruit at the
Yeah.
end. Because if you
Yeah.
don't take profit early, but of course lah, after that you see I still on the rise, you will feel heart pain.
Correct,
I should have, but you never know.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
are the moment you say that I should have, but next moment when you dip then you're like I should have taken it out.
Yeah lor.
Take it now, you take the profit, use the profit to trade, and then you always make sure you're not losing. You know?
Yeah.
I mean for this person who wrote in to us, I guess very sorry
It's
to
new
hear
lah,
that
it's very
you
new for
lose,
him.
but I should never listen to a friend to just ask you buy, because okay, technically the friend got tell him this is a risky coin, so at least the friend is not like, we have a lot of crypto scams also. Like you just take your money and after that they help you, so-called help you invest. End up they lose all the money, then they papa piku, then it's already.
Or they don't lose the money, they just
They
take
just
the
take the money. Yeah. So in a way, I think 他的朋友 at least 有 warn 他 but I think you should never just based off someone's opinion and go and do investments. Because that one is really risky.
But sometimes you also never know. I mean, you can trust a lot of friends. Maybe the one that you trust the most tell you to buy anyway. Then GG.
也是啦
Yeah.
but 最后是你的钱嘛。
是啦，是啦。
Yeah, and then 他也不会 bear responsibility for what you lost 嘛。Yeah, and someone is like, 你就算我今天我想要帮你，我不可能 24/7 我会跟你讲说，要卖了嘛。很 it's very
But anyway, to this guy who did this, what of console for you is just like yeah, like 就是 take it as a lesson. Everyone will go through such phase one. Trust me, I also made a lot of loss last time, and I take it as like 还学费。Use that, and then really from there you really learn. Then you learn that okay, next time if it happen, at least now it's only 9,000. Imagine you had more money next time and then you trade. So worse, right?
Yeah.
So take it as like okay, this is something you learn. It's just an expensive lesson.
Yeah.
Eventually you make more money. You trade better.
Very expensive.
9000不少嘞，somehow 是他的 life saving。
Life saving 9000你刚敢拿来做这些啊
And I'm pretty sure a lot of good trader out there lost even more money.
I feel like you need to have the sufficient funds before you.
They say always use 10%. 10%.
Yeah, you have to have sufficient funds before you decide to put so much. Use everything is not wise.
But 你看，好像就是 I think I understand how he felt. It's more of like at the very beginning, you made that few $100 from the initial profit.
尝到一点甜
你
头
尝到一点甜，
啦，
很多时候都是这样的嘛。
then
你尝到一点甜头，你觉得I think 这个哇简单哦，放进去几天我就赚几百块嘞。
Also, he was desperate because he lost his job, right?
Yeah, and also I guess it's just a lot of maybe I don't know what I should call it, like misinformation or just like the overall. I felt the pandemic, the overall environment was just everybody was posting like how much money they made.
Right.
Then 你心里面会觉得maybe
我
I
也
put
可
in,
以
I also can do, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
But do you think crypto and NFT is a good investment in either in the short run or in the long run?
I think it's just what you believe in. Yeah. For me, I don't hold a lot of NFT because I know that price will always go up and go down. I know how it works. I will trade because I know that when you trade, the money comes to you, that thing will hold, that thing will stay.
Right.
Yeah, but the value of it will eventually up and down, so it depends. Yeah.
But crypto-wise?
Crypto-wise, like it was also volatile, so I don't hold for very long. Yeah, I don't hold for very long.
Because personally, I think I also, like for crypto, NFT, I have never purchased any of it. Cause
Stocks you can hold, but crypto, I won't advise to hold.
stocks I will hold.
Yeah. So is there any like particular NFT that's very weird one that you have encountered before and people are selling? Any like
Picture of a
Weird
feet.
I think the
they have, people
Yeah,
put their pictures, but
Yeah.
there's one, I remember there's one, the guy who shot himself,
yeah.
how many photos, right?
Correct.
He was just, I think he was from Philippines or from where?
I think
He took a photo of himself
every day.
every day
Yeah.
for don't know how many days, 300 days or something like
Yeah,
that.
I've been doing for quite a while. Actually, he's been doing for a while until people found out that he's been doing that, and then people make a meme out of it, and then, I mean, of course, then the value went up, but of course, this kind of thing, anything that's meme, right, will go up fast, go down also very fast.
Yeah lah.
So a lot of people lose money from it also.
But that
Interesting,
was that thing made into, I mean, you can actually make that into an NFT and sell it
I mean,
online.
anything,
Picture of my feet.
Yeah.
Probably got people got feet fetish one. Foot fetish one will buy like, that's a nice pair of feet,
Correct.
Yeah.
Then it comes with a branding or like what makes me how to differentiate your feet towards other people's feet.
真的去应酬他的那个 feet.
I mean,
Never
it's
cut
possible.
nail,
Just that you
!wah!
must
Very dirty. 可能他们喜欢这种恶
Very
心的
gross
脚。
那种.
Honestly, there's a lot of meme also. There's like one more that's called Goblin. It's the ugliest NFT. Like the design is
But
damn
people
ugly.
like.
It's so ugly that people start to like it. It's like then people start to say, oh my god, it's become so it's so
People are
nice. People start to
twisted.
talk about the beauty of it. People start to become very abstract. Then actually it's just nothing. It's just a meme lah. It's just to make fun of like how it's not about the picture. It's about the value, the community behind it.
So I think he mentioned a lot about the community.
Yes, community
As
is the
long
most
as there's a community driving this particular art piece or NFT, right? I think there is a market for it because you're creating a market, end of the day, right?
For NFT, it has its own community one. So like of course at the start people came out with the easiest design, which is probably like pixel art. People think, what pixel art can earn? Okay,
你有看过那个 CryptoPunk 的那个 pixel art?
it's just pixel, few pixel. I think it's like less than 20 by time 20 or
It's
something.
like old school 1980s
那种
game,
game.
you know, like
Oh.
pixels, and you just pixels, then make
Very
Digimon, I think.
pixelated
Yeah.
kind of
and
artworks
that
lah.
can sell for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Why
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing can sell for thousands of dollars?
Wow.
Yeah,
Correct.
please explain.
So it's like it's really the community people that's behind it. Like, honestly, they define that this is gonna be
The future.
This is gonna be something they want to hold, and then rich people own it, and then when rich people own it or famous people own it, it starts to has value. Then because of that, it's spread, like wildfire, that kind of thing. So what's the worst one? There's this called bear NFT. It's literally 2 pixel only. This different color only.
2
2 pixel. This literally 2 pixel. 2 different color. Then call it as bear. Because it's like a bear. They just say it's a bear. Because like got brown, grey, blue. So I start to trade like crazy. At one point, they start to drop like crazy because it has no actual value.
So in comparison to crypto or NFTs, right? I think stocks are really a much safer, in my opinion, it's like a much safer
Correct.
option.
But just that it's lower lah,
Yeah.
It's lower.
This is exactly the bigger the risk you take, the more you will earn.
Correct.
Yeah. Then it depends on your risk appetite lah. I mean, end of the day, if you really want to make a lot in a very short period of time, but you better do your homework lah. To me.
Otherwise you'll lose a lot.
lor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personal preference lah. I mean, to me, I always prefer to invest in something that, in a way, is tangible. I can tell the company whether they're doing well. I can read up.
Reliable.
Yeah. But for cryptos and for NFTs, what are some of the things that people can do before they start investing?
Yeah,
I
what
think
they
that's
can look out
important.
for.
Yeah.
If it's a scam or if it's reliable, you know what I mean? What are the things you can advise people?
Ultimately, check the founder, and then the company behind it. Like, okay, for stocks, right, why is it harder to fill? Because usually you need to be listed, and you are listed means you are reliable. It makes sense that you can be listed and then people can start trading. But for crypto, anyone can just list it. That's the thing.
Crypto is just a bunch of code, right?
Yeah, code. Then people put money in and then out, in and out, dump and pump. So must find out what the founder do and what's the background, and who are the team behind it, Yeah.
Because I think when I was trading cryptos, some of the coins that come out, right, some of them will release like white papers that you can actually read, like see what the team is actually doing. But I mean, all these white papers to me is also a bit, whether I can trust or not, because it's just words lah. I mean, you can't really see how is the company running or how this team is developing, aside from those few bigger ones.
Okay, so even for NFT, the same thing. We have white paper, and then number one red flag is if the team is undoxed, don't even bother to look at it. That's the number rule of thumb. That's the first red flag. Second red flag is like you need to understand what's the team behind it and then what they do. What's their history, what's their background, etc. And then third one is whether this thing got potential and do you actually believe it? Because if you actually believe it, at the end, if you lose money, you know that because you believe in it and because you like it, of course you like the product, that they produce or what.
Yeah, but speaking of this, right, what is like the value of these NFTs? Will there one day be like, if I own a piece of crypto, for example, maybe Jaze Phua also sold some of his crypto bear, fantasy bear, right? So I think I read online that they were saying that next time if you own like their assets, you can go for his virtual concert, you can go for his go to maybe his shop and get some discount. So that converts into some real value that I can
that will
use,
be attractive to people to want to get.
It's true. But I mean, end up is Jaze Phua has already announced that NFT don't belong to him.
Don't belong to him.
Yeah, actually, it's just he give his approval to his friend that they can use his name, that he own it. So his friend which is what's that? I can't remember his name.
Liu Kehong
Liu Kehong is the one.
The man behind it.
Yeah, but to me, it would make more sense if, let's say, NFTs like that, because at the end of the day, people are buying these NFTs and this money goes to the creator, right? So if the creator has a team, has a proper development of this entire ecosystem, they make it into, like, for example, your the Basi, then maybe they have a special privileged membership that they can take these people to different events, organizations, then it creates certain value.
Correct. And trust me, all these communities actually really bring real value. Because they say that if your net worth is your network, right? Because example, 10,000 supply of this NFT. Imagine they decide to host a party at this place. And then really like these rich people, rich celebrities, they are all there. You get to talk to them. Somewhat you're on their level already.
So you mean this? They will do it something like, okay, only the basic holders are able to attend this event or this party. I mean that makes sense.
So and also every year there's a lot of all these crypto event going on. So like I think the last one, the NYC NFT, which is the New York one NFT event, they host a 8 Fest. Which this is the 3rd year I think. So if you hold a basic, you can go to the concert. The last one I went, the concert, there's Eminem, there's Snoop Dogg, that kind of thing.
Wow.
So you get to this concert, it's free.
That is
Right. So that's the value.
That's the value.
Yeah, once
you
you
get to
have
meet
the
a lot of
value.
people who are like-minded in a way, and then if you are a businessman, you get to meet a lot of people who has money.
It's a very good networking thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
it makes
those are
sense
the correct. I think those are the like non-tangible things that you get out from this kind of NFTs versus those like if we buy a good, those tangible returns from it. These are all the non-tangible like perks you get out of NFTs, but not all NFTs are like that. Is that the only like usage of basic, or is there more?
There's more lah. I mean, example. Eventually they came out with their own token, their basic token, so you can trade with that.
Oh wow.
They'll give you what 20k at one point. They give everyone 20k,
Wow.
something like that. Then other utilities like membership, and then for us it's more like if you own, like for us for Moonzy, if you own our NFT, you actually can use the character to play the game, and then when you play the game you can earn money, and then you can earn the money, and then eventually cash out the money. So there's a lot of game out there that is very fun, like Maple Story, Brawl Stars. So for us, we got inspired by this game. We thought like there's a lot of people paying money to play this game. Why not we combine these two ideas together? So for Moonzy, we focus more on the play. So because we believe that when more people play, eventually there's more people spending money. So when people spend money, more money will go into the liquidity pool, and then eventually when there's more liquidity pool, there's more people are motivated to earn money from the liquidity pool.
I see.
So you'll be a ecosystem the second.
I see.
So you guys, if you're listening to the podcast, probably you can check that out.
Yes, check Moonzy out.
MOON, is it?
SIE.
SIE.
Why is it
MOON
Moonzy? Because the characters are actually made out of moon. They are just moon with like a suit.
So cute.
All the best to your Moonzy squad,
Yes,
man.
all the best. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm trying to
Try to
learn, try to
learn.
absorb. Maybe I'll go back and Google, go and see, go and check it out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
for you guys who are listening or watching the podcast, I guess crypto and NFT, this area, it's still very new. I mean,
new.
it has been around for a bit, but because only recently, people start to pick up. But of course, now because we're in a bear market, it starts to slow down. But as an investment vehicle, definitely you guys can look up and just study it, but don't do it impulsively at the end of the day.
Take your
Yeah.
time to understand and
Yes.
study a bit.
So at the end of the episode, right, do you have anything else that you feel that you can share a word of advice to our audience, like if they want to go into crypto or if they want to go into NFT?
Okay, if you want to make money, there's a lot of other way to make money. There's a lot of other way to make money. You don't have to go into crypto unless you understand the thing, the whole system, and then. But of course, if you want to do a bit of testing to understand, of course you need to invest money, to try out how things works. There's no way you put in the first bit of money you can make money out of it. So you got to do a bit of try and error. For me, I also been there, done that. So that's how I learn.
Yeah, been there, done that. All of us, the two of us, been there, done that. So better go and study it first, guys. Don't anyhow make your investment. Make wise choices, okay? Okay, at the end of the day, today, this whole episode, we are not financial advisors. These are not financial advisors that are given out to you guys. Take it with a pinch of salt, do your own research, and invest safe, okay?
Yes.
So thank you very much, Jaze, for coming
Thank
to
you.
the
Thank you.
我讲话都会like Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank
谢谢你们收听，
you. Bye-bye.
我们只有欢乐，没有慢热。
只有特色绝对炙热的最佳播客 Sip and Tell。
Thank you， 下次见，拜拜。和我们分享你的故事，发送到以下电邮地址 ：share with us your stories. Send in via the email below. advertising.sg@view.com.
View